everyone, my name is Davina Queeny Gemmanisa. In this video, I will present my research about speech acts used by EFL teachers in high school classrooms. Let's jump into the structure. I will begin by explaining about the background of the study and then research questions and purposes, scope and significance, literature review, methodology, and the last is proposed timeline. Well, I already summarized 5 previous studies that are related to my research. The first one is Basro and Toiba 2017. They examined speech act but only for one EFL teacher in Bandung, and they use a case study as a methodology, which are different methodology of my research that use content analysis. Next, we have Harvina 2021. They only explore about the most frequent speech act that appear at SMPN 1 Patamuan and use descriptive research, but it has lacked an exploration of the context, communicative functions, and factors influencing speech acts. Next, we have Saadat Mandi et al. 2018. They investigate Iranian high school students, which are different participants of my research, and use only request speech act for the discussion and use a classic experimental research as the methodology. The fact that it's conducted at different country make it about more about the gap. And also we have Disa and Abdu 2022. They analyze only directive speech act in elementary school, which is different level of mine, and also use descriptive research as the methodology. The last is Dibdianingsi 2019. They explore about speech act and only giving motivation to 5 physics students and use classroom action research. To conclude, my research not only explored the most frequent speech acts that appear on classes, but also explored about the context, the communicative functions, and factor influencing speech acts. Moreover, there is no research conducted at SMA Lab School Rawamangun, Jakarta Timur, so that will be the background of the study. Next, we have research questions. So the first one is, what types of speech acts are most commonly used by EFL teachers in high school classroom? In what context are these speech acts used? What are the communicative functions of these speech acts? And what are the reasons behind EFL teachers' preference for specific types of speech acts in high school classroom? Next, we have research purposes. To describe speech acts that are most commonly used by EFL teachers in high school classroom, to investigate the context of these speech acts used, to explore the communicative functions of these speech acts, and the last is to analyze the reasons behind EFL teachers' preference for specific types of speech act in high school classrooms. Next, for the scope, it limited to only EFL teachers in SMA Lab School Rawamangun, and for the theoretical significance, not only it advanced pragmatic theory, but also enhanced communication research and also inform language instruction by identifying factors influencing speech act choice. Next, we have practical significance. It improved classroom communication for effective teaching and also enhance EFL teacher training program. The last is support curriculum development by incorporating relevant speech acts. Let's move on to the literature review. I have 3 keywords here. The first one is pragmatics, where it's explore about the language used but considering the social and cultural context. It also develop a good communication by studying the meaning in the context. Next, we have speech acts. I used Austin's theory where they divided speech act of 3 dimensions. The The first one is locutionary, illocutionary, and perlocutionary acts. Next, I also use Yule's theory. He divided illocutionary acts into representatives, directive, commissive, expressive, and declarative. The last one we have classroom interactions. In classroom interaction, there is classroom speech acts. It facilitates the instruction and the teaching in the whole class. The teacher's roles here not only to provide information but also explain concept, assigning tasks, maybe praising the students to give them the motivation to learn, also making announcement or scheduling assessments. Next, we have methodology. For the methods and design, I use content analysis as part of qualitative research design. And for the time and place, it will be 6 months at SMA Lab School Rawamangun, Jakarta Timur. For the data collection, I will use classroom observations and teachers' interviews. So the data analysis will be the transcription and the content analysis. And the last is the finding synthesis. I will combine analysis of observations and interviews. Next, we have proposed timeline. So on July, I will explore about the literature review and framework development. And on August, I will assign about the ethics approval and participant recruitment. On September, I will collect the data by using audio and video recording on classes. On October, I will also collect the data by conducting interviews with EFL teachers. On November, I will transcribe all the data. And on the December, I will synthesize the findings. Well, I guess that will be the end of my presentation. If you have any question, feel free to ask me on comments below. Thank you so much.